Hello, good morning. How's everybody? How are you? Can you see the three eye? Not just three, there are many eyes. There are many eyes. You'll be surprised on this video. I made it for you. I did make it for you, so check it. Look at the eyes that is watching you and me. Or me and you. And you will not believe how many bodyguard that God put around us just to watch you and me, or me and you, or I and you. Right? Check it and trace it with your own eyes and see who's looking at you and me. There are many eyes. Yeah, that was the picture that I've been keeping since 2018. I said, how am I gonna show this to my to the people who love God, to the people who admire His creation? So I said, how am I gonna do this? Believe me, you don't know what I went through with it. There's a night that I don't sleep. I said, I always take a peek, look through the camera and see who's flying around me and what are they doing. And sometimes they're on my bed. They're like a dove. When I sit on my bed, if I'm looking through the cell phone cam, they will fly like a dove, a lot of them, and I'm like, oh my God. But back then I don't know what they are. I thought the house is, bad word, curse, but I take it back. It wasn't a curse. It was cursed with love, It was love, and it's like the bodyguard of God is watching all the people He loves, like you and me. So let's look at it. Let's look how they fly, they float around, and then look at their face, what their face look like. There they are. You see the eyes? I don't know. You think that's a mouth? You see how they fly like a dove? They fly like a dove. Right? Yeah. So just see some of the picture more. I got more picture here, and we don't know how much God loves us. We don't know who's watching in the dark. How do you know if it's good or bad? I believe, in my opinion, it's in your heart. You know your heart, just like I know my heart. What do you use as a weapon to be able to find out the truth? I believe it's your heart, right? How? By knowing your heart. Are you bad or good? If you're bad, then you are in the darkness. Then what is around you? Then what do you attract? You attract badness, karma, sadness, negativity. But if you are Yeah, I just believe possi- possibi- uh, possibility, positive, positivity. But if you are good, you have a good heart, you have a, good head, is clean, is not noisy, is calm. What do you attract then? Of course, goodness, right? Positivity and everything. I just believe that way. You know, yes, and I finally believe that my grandma used to say that stop it, be nice, somebody's watching you. What do you think? Somebody's watching us? May I ask that question to you? Do you think somebody's watching us? You see the cherubim, their body all over is an eye. There they are. You think somebody's watching us? Well, my grandma is dead now, and I believe somebody's watching us. Like as a little girl of the Lord, we are being watched by His cherubim, right? Cherubim. So we have to be kind to one another because we're being watched, right? Anyway, I did my best with this video. Believe me, I made a mistake. I think 3 times, 4 times, who cares, right? As long as I get it in your hands, right? And let you know that you are not alone, just like I'm not alone. So next time when you are being uptight to yourself, relax. The cherubim is around us and we're being watched. If we're gonna be kind to ourselves, or we're gonna be bad. Oh, here's the head of the cherubim. You see the mouth, the nose, the eye? I just underlined the eye. Those are 2 eyes. And this all is hair. You see that? All is hair. That was very, very little. And I make it bigger. I blow it out until I see the little eye and the little nose, and the mouth is like a bird mouth. Did you see it? Look at it again and trace it with your eye. And when you trace it just like when somebody's gambling like that and you wanna take a peek underneath the playing card. How do you call this? Playing card? That's how you should look at your phone when you are tracing the eye, tracing the nose. And look, trace it from right, trace it from left, trace it from your, the front of your chin. Just look at your phone sideways, like looking underneath the playing card, like down bottom of the playing card and trying to pick. That's how you pick it. And then you will see the face, you will see the eyes. You won't have a hard time looking at it. You won't have a hard time looking for the eyes or the eye. Many, many eyes. They're watching you and me. God put them to guard us. Anyway, they have, look how many are they? A lot of them. They have humble eyes. Don't you think? Don't you think when you look at the eyes, they're humble? I noticed that. I said, and I can show you more eyes that are humble. When I got it from the Cherubim, yeah. And I said, my pony. No, what is it? The unicorn. I have a copy of the unicorn. You will see the unicorn eyes. That's what got my heart. I said, oh my goodness, look at the eyes of the unicorn. This is the first time I saw, of course it's my first time, I have seen eyes like that from heaven above, a different dimension, different heaven. Anyway, I changed the title of this. Instead of I call it Secret Dimension. It's not a secret anymore because we all know it now. So I just call it the magnificent grace of God. Magnificent grace of God, right? The reason why I call it magnificent grace of God, He can only Him can show us this. Only Him can show us something magnificent, because we cannot show anything else above this cherubim. You know, like, oh, my cat is better than cherubim. Oh, my little chihuahua was doing ow, 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 ow. It's better than cherubim. So I call it magnificent. And by grace, we are saved, right? So I look at God. He's got so many. He gives so many grace, you know. So I said, He give us a babysitter. You know, those are a sitter. You know why? The cherubim. You know why? They're watching you and me. You know, in the dark when you're walking alone, they're watching you. And they're watching me. And who are we? We are the kid of God. We are the children of God. So I call it magnificent grace of God. After all our badness, being stubborn sometimes, you know, fighter against ourselves, and that's what God give to us, our grace. So let's take good care of our action, because somebody's watching and babysitting us. I love you and I thank you. Good.